Hello, and welcome back to the desert. To the desert of Scarborough. To number 4 of 4 games does Civ 5 Brave New World. Now, last time we built Sesame Street next to Mount Fuji, and we started upon an epic voyage of exploration, which is not going to be all that epic because, well, we're going to be just pottering around the coast, but you know, it's pretty epic. I think it's kind of epic for the desert Scarboroughs.
I don't think that your description of it being a desert is exactly accurate. If you look, we have sheep, we have cows, there's an oasis, sort of trees and a jungle. I mean, we've built Sesame Street next to Mount Fuji, for God's sake, I think. And there's an island of sheep. This is a pretty epic continent.
Yeah, but our capital is like a deserted wasteland. Quite appropriate, really, considering its name. And this is like sort of paradise in comparison. Right, so anyway, we're about to build the Hanging Gardens in 2 turns. Unless some jabroni beats us to it, which I'm hoping doesn't happen. But it's always possible. And we are making plans to settle up here somewhere as well to clear out these guys. So let's get cracking, Mackin. Our tech path is set. Our troops are ready to march. Kind of ready anyway. Since they just finished destroying the southern barbarian.
And all I can think of is the music that plays in Junon Harbour in Final Fantasy VII, when they're getting ready to face the ultimate weapon.
Absolutely. Unfortunately they had a massive cannon. We don't quite have that. But what we do have is a list of people who like shiny things the most. And we're number 4. I guess that's a good thing. Actually, this is a completely irrelevant list, because all it means is people who are hoarding gold. Like we're hoarding gold. Generally you want to spend your gold, so it's not like actually very good to be top of that list. But
it's also completely inaccurate, because they clearly don't know me and how much I like shiny things, or else I would be top of that list.
How do you know that the others don't like shiny things at least as much?
Well, then we would at least be joint first.
So yeah, I'm trying to remember what we're actually doing here, apart from building new cities. So here we go with the Hanging Gardens. The Hanging Gardens of Scarborough. That well-known landmark.
I think
Look at that.
if ever a mortal heard the word of God,
I'll see.
it would be in a
Ah,
garden.
beautiful.
Isn't that nice? You've got a lovely garden for everyone. Now, this does
Do you
two
know
things.
that if that was in actual Scarborough, all it would be like a hanging basket off the McDonald's awning or something?
Something like that. Technically, it's a hanging garden, just a slightly less of a scale. But anyway, this thing does two main effects. One is it provides your city you build it in with a crap load of food, enabling it to grow. Actually, no, I tell a lie. It does 3 things. One is, yeah, a crap load of food. 2 is a free garden, which is nice because gardens increase your great person birth rate by 25%, plus the garden you get requires no maintenance cost. And thirdly, it will provide a free aqueduct. Actually, no, it won't. That's something else. Ignore me. But the crap load of food is definitely worth it building. In fact, I think it's +6 or something, which is, it's a lot of food. Yeah.
Okay, well the food thing makes sense, but how does having a garden increase the birth rate chances of a great person unless George Michael and other people are sort of lurking around the park, sort of dogging in the bushes, and that increases the birth rate due to lack of contraception because we're in 975 BC?
Well, yeah, I just think great people are born in gardens. It's a well-known fact. Right, so we can build a water mill. We do need to build another settler, but I think we can wait just not too long, but a little while, because it's going to take a while to eradicate them. So I think we'll run out of water now, and I need to reassign my citizens. I completely forgot to put back on food after I built the settler, so you can get back on food. You
Didn't
can
I
get back
remind
on
you of
food.
this in over Skype when we were having a conversation?
Yeah, but the thing is with this game, you always tend to forget. It's a game of micromanagement, and you need to, like, despite having infinite time every turn, it's very, very easy to just spam and next turn, next turn, next turn, so to get through it quicker. There are things you occasionally need to remember. I'm not
I'm
very
like
good at
an
remembering.
elephant. I never forget. Not that I'm fat and have a tail, but I never forget.
On a trunk. Do you live on a trunk road? Right, so here comes the galley, or should I say the trireme.
Wait a minute, did we build a ship?
We did build a ship.
When did that happen?
Well, we started building it last episode, and now it's finally finished. It only took them a few hundred years to build, so...
Oh my god! So we're now actually seaworthy, we're at sea.
We are at sea. We're all at sea.
Oh my god, cue the Captain Pugwash music. Now is the time for adventure. We shall call it the Black Pig and be done with it.
Well, it's going to have to get promoted first, but yes, we can call it the Black Pig, should we so desire. Now
You're
the question is
sodding
what
right we will.
the question is what are we going to do? We could, I think we might want to build a cargo ship, because there's the civilization we're playing gets a bonus off trade routes, and I don't want to be really spending time in the capital building trade routes, but we're going to need them. We can set up an easy one here to Mombasa, and yeah, that's an option, because the other option is sort of granary, which is normally quite sound, but it's just going to be a flat 2 food. That's all it's going to ever be for this city, so it's not really the best investment now. Library is another thing, but until we get more population in this city, a library is not going to be especially effective. Stoneworks is 2 production, 1 happiness, which is, yeah, maybe that's better to rack out of stoneworks. Yeah, screw it. I'll go for the stoneworks because the happiness is nice to have as well. And after that, we'll probably build a trade route and then a library. Moving on back up to Scarborough. So we're going to build a watermill, then we'll probably build our next settler. Get this place up and running. By that time, we should have most of the tiles around Sesame Street improved, so we can just send our workers on up to the new city. Right, Autobots roll out.
Well, I think you should just do what you think is best, because I'm not really paying attention. In my head, all I'm doing is humming the Captain Pugwash tune over and over again, and listening to Horatio Pugwash and Roger the Cabin. Is it Tom the Cabin Boy or Roger the Cabin Boy? And Master Bates.
I'm pretty sure
and
it's
Willie.
I'm pretty sure that's all an urban legend. I hate to be the damper of fun again, but I'm pretty sure, you know, Roger the Cabin Boy, Seaman, Staines and crew are not real.
No,
Although
Seaman
it's fun to
Staines was
think of.
fake. It's Tom the Cabin Boy, but there was a Master Bates and
Was there a
Willie.
Master Bates?
There was Willie on the crew. Yeah.
I don't think Willie is really that dirty, is it? I mean, it's obviously, yes, it's a name for penis, but it's a fairly innocent one.
It's what?
It's not like he's called Wobbling Schlong, is it?
I almost spat my drink over my keyboard. You can't
Maybe
build
he
a
won't.
field on the side of Mount Fuji.
I can and I will, because I don't care about the consequences. Actually, it's a volcano. It means fertile soil. It's the best place to build a field.
What is drama but life
Alright.
with the dull bits cut out?
Now we're dramatic
God.
and poetic.
You know what this means.
It means you're going to have to recite every single line in the rest of this video in haiku.
No, it doesn't.
Which
Worse.
it does.
No, worse. Thespians. I goddamn hate thespians.
What's wrong with thespian? Yeah, they're just out to earn a crust. Alright, time is ticking. We've now got our water mill. And I'm sending this scout over this edge of the map to confirm my suspicions about another barbarian encampment there.
You know, I'm thrilled that we're finally, we've set sail for the ocean. But I've a horrible feeling that we are going to be not doing much until we have astronomy.
Yes, you are quite correct in that. Well, you're probably correct in that. I don't want you to be correct in that, but it is a strong likelihood that we won't be doing jack shit. Right, I'm going to move these guys onto the hill, because if you attack when a unit is next to you, like this, you get a flanking bonus, an extra 10% attack damage, which is not something I just want to miss out on. So.
But really, the real reason is
down.
because in the mountains.
Right, let's get our settler on. We need to get the new city up and running. So I need you to remind me, move it back onto food when I'm done here, please.
Okay, move it back onto food when you're done.
Right. Let's see, we're moving on. Civilization is burgeoning.
Moving on, moving on.
That's exactly right. Let's go check on Cape Town, see, are they still pissed at us? Yeah, not really. -6. You know, the ancient wrong of us stealing their worker, it's almost been erased by the passage of time. So we can start...
Time heals all things.
Making them happy. It does, especially worker stealing. It's important knowledge. Right, so we're racking up gold here as well. Which we're gonna have to spend
What are they doing? Are they penning in those cows?
Goddamn right they're penning in those cows.
Bastards.
We should be able to build a steakhouse down here.
Wait a minute. If they've only just discovered trapping, how have we managed to trap those sheep and cows?
Well, trapping is kind of wild animals. Well, not, I suppose so.
Oh, because sheep are so stupid they'll just
all animals
walk into
technically wild, but... Bombard. Get our bombard on. Beat down's going. And Barb camp down. That actually took a lot less than I thought. I was expecting more barbarians just milling around the countryside, but they're spawning galleys, which is great for when we actually want to take them out, because a galley will not do anything to us. So kind of, the way is just clear to bring this settler up here. So there is a barbarian milling around here.
Robin Hood bombarded them.
Well, Robin Hood did do his part. There's no doubt about it.
He did. Where was Rambo?
We'll head over here, and I think, is this one Rambo? No, this is Rambo. Rambo was providing valuable moral support from the top of the hill. He was basically just standing there going, "Get 'em, boys! Get 'em!" And you see, it worked. Worked wonders. Where would we be without moral support, after all?
So essentially he's a cheerleader.
Well, for that engagement, yes. You can imagine him with pom-poms. Actually, this all fits into the fabulous scout theme from before.
Well, it also kind of fits into the save the cheerleader, save the world heroes theme.
In a way. Look at this. What is this? Just barbarian axeman. Another one up here. Oh dear, oh dear. We're gonna have to get beat down.
Get jiggy with it.
Like, scouts are not usually what you want to be attacking things with, but considering that it's a mere archer, I can pretty much do what I want. Whatever, I do what I want! These scouts
Just
are going to
get
get down, they're going to get down and they're going to get dirty. They are cruising for a bruising.
Well, there's still more shallow water for the black
I
pig to
know,
explore.
I'm very much hoping to find some... See, this isn't really the black pig, because the black pig was, from what I remember, capable of crossing oceans. This is not. It's more of a trireme. Yeah, well, it had navigation equipment, from what I remember. Like, it's
So the navigation equipment was Tom, the cabin boy?
Well, didn't he do, like, everything on the ship, because everyone else was just useless?
Yes, basically,
He was just there doing everything. Anyway, how are these people not, like, locked up in some British prison or whatever? Oh, they ran away. It's amazing.
Basically, the rest of the
come
crew
on.
just managed to lose the treasure every single episode.
Yeah, they were the worst pirates ever.
Who was their nemesis? It was Jake, wasn't it? Captain Jake.
Yeah,
There's a
a
promotion
pirate
there.
with a real name. Yep, Rambo has been promoted again. He's just that good. So we're gonna give him scouting too, I guess.
He should now be Sergeant Rambo.
Oh, I see.
Let's not deny him his, earned ranks.
So you could get
Before
all the
you
way up
just
to
put SGT.
Oh no.
Field Marshal Rambo.
You can't half-ass your promotions. You gotta mean.
Believe it.
So our other scouts
Gappy
getting
Bayo.
in there. Of course, 1 health. But this is fine. Rambo can finish it. See, I was right. What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
What about the barbarian camp?
What did I tell you? It's there all along. So we're going to take that out. And then there might be another one up here actually causing trouble in the neighbourhood. Alright, our settler is 2 turns away. Now we have 300 gold.
But if you got into one little fight and got scared, you should probably move with your auntie and uncle back to Sesame Street.
Should probably relocate to an entirely different city. It seems like a reasoned response. So I'm really hoping for some connection to another continent. Otherwise that trireme will not have been the soundest investment. Well, I suppose it can take out any galleys that threaten our trade routes, so it's not all bad. But Mombasa are getting down with the barbs over there. They are beating down.
Sesame Street has grown.
It has, look at it, it's growing very, very quickly, because it's... Right, these guys have of no further use. It's down to the big boys now.
What, Robin
My
Hood?
gosh. Yeah, Robin Hood. And whatever we called the spearmen. Oh look, why are these guys suddenly happy with us?
They love us.
They do love us. Why? I wasn't paying attention. I think they must have... Did they like... I think they may have wanted that barb camp cleared. I should really pay more attention to these things. Either way, we can now... This is a solid use of our gold. We can just throw some money at them. Now they're our friends too. And they're going to be giving us stuff. More food. 2 maritime city-states. And their pearls. Give me all pearls. See these losers? Look at these incompetents. They haven't bothered hooking up their pearls yet, so we're not getting anything from them in terms of happiness. What a bunch of useless reprobates.
But we will get discount car insurance and cheap broadband.
Yeah, well, if we give them our bank account details.
Oh no. Religion?
Someone's founded Catholicism. Someone's gone and done it. There always had to be one.
What the hell did you do that for?
There goes the neighbourhood. Right, I'm going to start moving this guy up. Up to my third city, or what will eventually be my third city. Oh, look at this! Can you believe this? That is just a middle finger. It's just a middle finger in the face. So there's land here, and there's just one bit of ocean, so we can't get to it. Thanks for nothing, game. Oh well, we'll continue our explorations. At least we know we can go somewhere. Once we do get astronomy, but holy
Have you built your
shit.
settler now?
Yeah, he's just come out, so we can now...
Well, you know what to do.
Yeah. No? You had to
Oh,
remind
yeah.
me what to do.
Change your tile productions and stuff.
Correct. I taught you well, or something. Right, so now we've got a choice again. We don't really need any of this. I don't really want to be building cargo, like, ships in this city. Like, it's fine to have this as my trading city, but... Actually, I'm going to build one. I'm going to get a cargo ship, because I can put it to Cape Town, and then it'll make them allies with me again for the foreseeable future. Because right now, they're kind of... they're on the borderline. In a couple of turns, we're not going to be getting anything from them. Right, so someone's god bothering somewhere. That's kind of usual. We haven't really got a very good start for founding a religion. You generally need... I suppose we could have done if we wanted to. What? Ready? That's
What does that
ridiculous. When you found a religion, you need a second great prophet, which are not, you know, easy to come by any means.
A horse.
And yeah, they've managed to completely finish their religion in a single turn, which I don't think I've ever seen before. Normally, you need a few turns to get that rolling. Oh well.
Now we have horses, can we have Black Beauty?
Of course. Oh, what is this? More freaking axemen. I've got an axe to grind with them. Sorry, these scouts are just beating... they're doing work. So my military is just comprised of scouts.
And Robin Hood.
And Robin Hood. Back onto food land. Right then. Right. You damn barbs. You better believe it, you're gonna get pwned. By Rambo and his
I'll kill
other
him.
friend here.
I'll
This
kill
guy's probably
him
due
dead.
for promotion soon as well. Right, so now we're no longer allies of Cape Town. Sad face. How brutal. Oh, what a nuisance. Looks like there's another camp up here.
Wait a minute, how can you be bombarded by hand axes?
Yeah, don't ask. There's some very questionable... Ooh, look at this guy. He's been promoted too. Do you want to give him a name? He's currently called
Yes.
Scout.
He can be Chuck Norris. Or Private Norris, or whatever.
Well, I like how we've, you know, called the weakest unit in the game after a mimetic badass. Oh, these guys have been... Robin Hood's been promoted.
Well, he's now Sergeant Hood.
Would you say that he's a hood? So I'm getting a nasty feeling that there really is no way off this. No way off this rock.
And on that rather depressing note, I suppose we should bring this episode to a close.
Yes, what the we're marooned note.
Yeah.
You're right, that is depressing. Mombasa across the road. Well, they can politely fuck off. I'm not going to
Or
be
build
building a
it
road all the
themselves.
way over there. You want to know how... That would cost me a frightful amount to maintain a road all the way to Mombasa from my capital. It just does not seem like a sound investment. So yeah, I'm going to save. Ach! And call it a day. We will see you next time, where we will continue attempting to fly the land, a bridge to another continent, and probably fail, and found our third city, our mighty new city.